Lalate chandana panti navagoro chana bhati taramaje punamika chand alaka balita mukha tribanga bangima sukha tribanga bangima sukha kamani janera manapanda panda. The spots on the spots of sandalwood paste on his forehead shine like fresh gorachan, which is a greenish yellow pigment. And the middle of his forehead, there's a full moon spot of chandan. That's like his tilak. When they describe in the Kam Gayatri Vakya, description of Kam Gayatri by Saraswati Pad and Mantra Artha Deepika by Vishnu Chakravarti, he describes 24 and a half moons on Krishna's body. So the fingernails are shining and glimmering and glowing and beautiful. They're reddish in color, but they're glowing like full moon. Very soft and attractive, but they're reddish. But the 10 moons of the fingernails and toenails, 20. Then the face is 21, and right cheek, and 21, 22, 23. And then 24 is a bindu, and a half is the shape of his forehead, Krishna's forehead. A very beautiful woman has a forehead, you trace out her hairline, it's like a half moon. You'll see not very often in the West, you'll see, but in India you often see ladies that their forehead is shaped like that. Western people often have like a bulldozer type forehead. Watch out, I'm coming, man. Because we're extremely aggressive and but many people in India, they have very royal backgrounds, even to the extent of being Brahmins or Kshatriyas, or what to speak of Gandharvas or Chanaras or Kinnaras. Who can say what their background is? But certainly these are when they write about the beautiful symptoms of a lady, this is one that's mentioned. So this Krishna has that type of forehead. Like, he doesn't have the big. Of course, they say high forehead means big frontal lobe and lots of brains. But Krishna has no brains, but he has lots of heart. He just takes care of cows. Even the gopis, they criticize him. You pago, you pashu buddhi. You pashu buddhi, you have no business here. You don't know how to play chess. This requires intelligence. We Sakhis have intelligence. You have pashu buddhi. We're playing this chopra, this pashakela. We're playing this chess. And every time Radharani wins, she throws the dice. Dashavidu, dashavidu, dashavidu. Ha! Krishna, I won your flute. Ha, ha, ha. And Radharani takes his flute. Dashavida, 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 ta. Ah, I won. Now I gambled Lalita, my advisor. You gambled Madhamango. Hey, Lalita, Vishaka, tie up that Batu. That's Madhamango, nickname. Tie up Batu. So they tie him up. So Radharani wins. So then Lalita chides Krishna. Krishna, you're not doing very well today. Doesn't seem you know how to play very well this game of whatever Pashakela. Hey, Lalita, give me that dice. Radharani picks up the dice. I won again. So then they start criticizing Krishna. They say, you Pashu Buddhi. Pashu means animal, like Pashupatinath. Shankar Bhagavan in Nepal, Pashupatinath. Pashupati Bhagavan Shankar ki jai. I had darshan, Kathmandu, Pashupati, Shivji. He's a very beautiful form of Lord Shiva. So Pashupati means the Lord, protector of all the animals. That means us, you and me. No, it means all the bhutas, the living entities, and jivas, pashu. So they say, you have the brain, you have a cow brain, pashu buddhi, Buddhi means intelligence, brain. You have a cow brain. This game of chess. It's like something like chess. This game of chess requires some intelligence. You have to be a Russian. Two Russians like play chess and like this. 7 days and some genius guy wins or whatever. So we Sakhis, we're ladies. We're intelligent. We're Saraswati.